Hi everybody, skincare favourites as promised in the last video. If you watched the last video you'll know that I've been a bit under the weather and my skin's been playing up. So I thought that this month I would focus on the skincare that I've been using and really liking. And because my skin's been so temperamental, I've really been taking a lot of notice of each and every product that I've tried. So as well as there being a few things that I really love this month, there are a couple of not so great, not so great, but things I didn't like quite so much. So let's get started. You'll notice I have a few waves in my hair. I did those because I was out at a ball last night, like Cinderella, using this rather rude looking instrument, which is the Wicked Waver from Mark Hill. But I love it. I find it really easy to use because you wind the hair round and it kind of can't slip off like on a normal wand. I tend to wrap it all round and it just goes off the end. So yes, that's what I used. Anyway, onto my skincare. First thing, and this is my ultimate love of the month, is the MV Organic Skincare Rose Soothing Protective Moisturiser. Now, Sharon McGlinchey, who owns MV Organic Skincare, is the most amazing facialist. She just has kind of magical hands, and she's really into the holistic, she's really into well formulated beauty products that use the highest quality organic ingredients. And I just love this moisturiser. I didn't like it the first couple of times I used it. I felt that it was almost quite light in its effects compared to how the texture was. So it doesn't sink in immediately, so it kind of leaves this white film sometimes. Maybe because I use so much of it. I mean, I literally slather this on. But then it doesn't sit really richly and heavily on the skin. So it's a bit of a weird one because you think that it's going to be very rich and almost too overwhelming if you've got combination skin like me, but it's not at all. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. If I want to reset my skin and it's feeling really sensitive and temperamental, then this is what I keep going back to every time. I had this rough patch here and it was like flaky skin, but it was almost like it had been burnt, and I couldn't find anything that would fix it. Even heel gel, which I'm a massive advocate of, I put that on and it burnt. I mean, I had to wash it off. It really, really hurt. And this was pretty much the only thing that I could use on it, and it's really healed it up very quickly. So I'm very impressed with this. Now, the price when you do look online is a little bit like, but actually you get 70ml in this. So it works out to be around £1 per ml, which is pretty much the same if you were paying 50 quid for a normal moisturiser, which is probably about what you pay at kind of Estee Lauder prices. It's actually no more expensive than that, and beautifully, beautifully made. So that's my first thing, a real love. I shall put the link to that in the information box below so you can find it. It's at Cult Beauty online. Sticking with this lovely kind of sensitive skin, gentle skincare, Pie Skincare, who I have long been a massive fan of, have introduced these new serums, and the one that caught my eye was the Perfect Balance Blemish Serum. I used this for about a week or so when my skin was a bit clogged and temperamental, and I thought that it was lovely. Really, really gentle. Again, didn't aggravate this bit down here, which was becoming a bit of a problem. And I find that with a lot of anti-acne or anti-blemish solutions, they smell disgusting. This one has this really fresh, kind of maybe a bit floral, don't know how you describe it, but there's nothing offensive about it. And it dries down to this just really nice finish, like a matte finish. Obviously you're supposed to follow it with moisturiser or what have you, but it doesn't have that really harsh kind of astringent feeling to it. You know, when your skin just goes and then you feel like you've got to pile on loads of moisturiser to counteract it. It just feels very balancing, I suppose is the right word. So top marks for that if you feel like you've got acne prone or blemish prone skin, but that's also very raw and sensitive and flares up when you use certain things. That could be a really nice one to try. As I said before, I really rate Pie very highly. Something kind of completely on the opposite end of the scale in terms of being organic and all lovely is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar AI, which is the targeted breakout corrector. Now, I really like Effaclar Duo, as you know, gone on about that for a long time. This I used ages ago and then kind of forgot about it, and I only cracked it out again when I was trying to find things to get rid of this blemish that came up on my cheek. And it was a really stubborn one, and nothing was taking it down, not any of my normal like Clinique anti-blemish or anything like that. And this one did it overnight. So I don't know whether maybe the spot was on its way out anyway, but it didn't seem to be. But this seemed to just kind of calm it down and take the bump out rather than just drying it up and then you've got that crusty thing on top. It did dry it up as well, but the bump flattened, which I think is the most important thing. Really like that as well, and it's not too expensive at all. Good one to have if you just get the occasional spot and but the occasional nasty one, and you just want something that's like almost like a first aid remedy to take it down. I feel like my voice has dropped into a monotone. It's still a bit so sorry if it has. Maybe let's go up a pitch or two. Really like this. It's the Ren #1 Purity Cleansing Balm. It's the Rosa Centifolia, and it's just a really nice, luscious, a really nice, thick textured balm that you put onto dry skin on top of all your makeup and just really massage that in. Smells lovely, and I find that with some cleansing balms, either they're too wishy-washy, so they start emulsifying once you get them on your face and they go a bit thin too soon, or they're so kind of thick and oily that you can't ever remove them properly. You always get a little bit of a residue, which is nice if you've got very, very dry skin. But for people like me who have maybe slightly combination, maybe a little bit oily, you want that clean rinse finish, and that gives that but stays on long enough to give yourself that really intense massage and really get in there on your mascara and your eye makeup. So that's been a big hit with me. I really like that. Oh, I'm holding up the wrong tube. What's going on? This was the other thing that I was going to show you, which is the 1 minute flash rinse facial, which is like a really intense vitamin C, not a scrub. You kind of put it on, massage it on, leave it on for 1 minute, rinse it off, and it makes your skin a little bit brighter. I know a lot of people really love this. I don't mind it, but I don't see any kind of massive results from it. A little bit brighter, but nothing that knocks my socks off. This is the Aroma Active Skincare Cleansing and Brightening Balm. This is from Sainsbury's, and this range is made by Aromatherapy Associates. Aromatherapy Associates, beautiful, beautiful body and skincare products. Really high grade essential oils, and very nice but very expensive. And this is a range that they've made for supermarket prices, which I think is a great idea because it means that everybody can afford, you know, that just those lovely ingredients that are really nourishing for the skin and just a real treat to use, you know. And using this and then warm flannel or warm muslin cloth and then little circles to take that off, kind of sloughing the skin a little bit, I find gives a really nice bright effect, same as what you would get with something like this. So, you know, nice. It's like having a little mini facial, I suppose. Two things from Crilly. These are the polyphenol, my eyesight is really failing me, C15. And these are their kind of high antioxidant products from the newish range. I really love the serum. Really like that lot, and I've been using it before moisturiser. I think it's really, really nice, packed full of antioxidants if you're into that kind of thing, just as a bit of extra protection, and it's not too expensive at all. I was really shocked at the price of this. And this is new overnight detox oil from the same range, which I don't find that there's anything wrong with, but it's almost got that dry oil finish, so I think it's a matter of preference. Because, oh, it smells lovely though. I have used this a couple of times overnight and it's worked very well on my skin. I have no complaints about it whatsoever, other than I think that I prefer the thicker, truer oils for the face rather than the dry oil texture, which is a lot lighter and a lot quicker to absorb. But I don't know, there's just something about dry oils. It's like the Sicily one as well, and this has been used on me so much on jobs by makeup artists, and they all love it probably because it absorbs quickly and it sits really nicely under makeup. That's, I'm imagining, the reason. So these dry oils are beautiful. But I suppose just at night I like to have, if I'm using an oil, the true massagey experience. But again, this is really, really well priced, and it did leave my skin looking great in the morning. So it's just a preference thing. So that is quite enough of my voice for today, I think. I'm even bored of my own voice. Let me know whether you like these more targeted monthly favourite videos or skincare videos. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I shall see you next time.